Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talks and Tea with me, Tonya Nicole. I want to welcome everybody. Come on into the room as we talk today. Our talk today is about leadership and who's leading you. So come on in and enjoy. As you're coming in, make sure you have your tea. Grab your tea and get it ready for the day or for our talk tonight. I have my mug. As you know, I always bring a different mug. I always bring my tea. And so today, my mug is, hi Brianna. My mug is one of lots of different people around. And because we're talking about leadership. And so I thought this was really good for the conversation that we're having. Today, I am drinking this tea. It's called Womankind, if you can see it clearly. And I really like it because, so as I'm telling you all about my tea, make sure you grab your tea. And as you're grabbing a tea, post a picture of you with your mug, with your tea, or whatever beverage that you're drinking tonight. Post a picture so we can see as you're joining us for Talks and Tea. This one says Perfect Harmony. And so it's a mix of a bunch of different things. I know last week I went over something else, but it's a mix of a bunch of different things, but it just kind of gives you some of that balance. So go ahead and grab your tea for tonight's Talks and Tea with me, Tonya Nicole. I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip. You all know how I like it. I mix just a little bit of honey in it because I like it like that. Let's see. It's hot, but it's good. So as you all are coming in, post pictures of you drinking your tea. I want to see you in your wonderful mugs that you all have. I want to know what kind of tea are you drinking tonight. Any special teas that I should try? Let me know. Put it in the chat room. Put it in the chat below so that we can enjoy different flavors. I love introducing things like teas and stuff to start our talks because teas have such a healing property, such a healing presence, the properties, they do different things. Those herbs that you are marinating and sitting inside that water, it's really taking, as you take it and as you ingest it into your body, it's helping heal you from the inside out. It's putting goodness inside of you. So I thought it was a great way to kind of really allow us to sit together, relax. We're all just enjoying a cup of tea and having a talk. Again, put your picture of you with your tea, add it to the chat, and let's have a conversation. As we're here, keep talking to me. I'm going to keep talking to you because this is Talks and Tea with me, Tonya Nicole. So let me take another sip of my tea and then we'll get started. It's good, it's good, it's good. All right, so today's talk is about leadership. And what we're talking about in leadership is leadership and who's leading you. I was really excited with this talk, and I won't even say excited is the best word. I think I say excited a lot, but it wasn't so much as excited as I didn't know what really to talk about. I was sitting wondering, I knew Tuesday was approaching, and I wanted something to be able to share with everyone that you all could appreciate and apply to your life across the board, no matter what you're going through right now. So the idea of leadership came to mind, but not just in leadership, but also who's leading you. So what are some ideas of what you think? Add it into the chat. What do you think is a leader? What is a leader to you? Add your comments in the chat room. And as you're trying to think of what is a leader to you, I'm going to read some quotes about different leaders. John Maxwell says, "A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way." Martin Luther King Jr. said, "A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus." A few more. An anonymous person said, "Great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. It's never about the role, always about the goal." And one more. Another anonymous. "The essence of great leadership is influence, not authority." So what say you? What do you think makes a good leader? So as you're thinking of that, let's go to who is a leader. Who is a leader? Is a leader somebody who is in a high position? Is a leader someone who is in charge? Is a leader someone who is at the top of their game? Brianna says a leader is someone who realizes that and knows their weaknesses and their strengths and uses their team according to your strengths. Great job, Brianna. You should be teaching this. That's awesome. So leadership is definitely someone who is seeing that. That is great. But when we're looking at who is a leader, it's important to know that a position does not define you as a leader. Each and every person, I'm talking to you are a leader. Everybody is a leader. Now, the capacity in which you lead might be different. The people that you lead and that you influence might be different. But you, in and of yourself, you are a leader. The position doesn't make you a leader. The power doesn't make you a leader. Who you are and what you do and the way you carry yourself, it influences other people. And when I looked up the definition of what a leader was, it says a leader is a person who commands a group or a team. They're the principal player. So Brianna put it very well. She said a leader is someone who realizes and knows their weaknesses, their strengths, and uses their team according to their strengths. All of those things are excellent points because a leader is someone in each and every the idea of being a leader is in each and every one of us. And what makes us a leader is our ability to influence others. Now, the key thing with that is a lot of people automatically think leadership in position, power, and they automatically think leadership in positive. And it's not always positive. You can be a leader and not be positive. You can be a leader and be negative. You can lead people in either direction, good or bad, positive or negative. But when you're looking at what kind of leader you want to be, that's where the true distinction is as to how you go and how you lead and direct your life. So in what area are you leading? In what area are you allowing yourself to go forward? In what area are you allowing yourself to be a leader and to direct a team or to influence a team in a positive way? Sure, you can choose negative, but that's not what we're talking about today. So in what way are you choosing your team to move forward positively? Are you influencing your team positively? Is it at home? Is it at work? Is it at church? Is it at school? I know yesterday we talked about homeschooling our children. Are you leading in that capacity? Are you leading as an authority over an organization or a team? Are you leading as it relates to your parenting or in a household? In what way are you leading? Share with me, what ways are you all leading? Because in each and every one of those ways that you may be leading in your life, you are also have to make a deliberate plan about what it looks like when you know that you have attained what you're looking for success. Now, don't use the word end goal because leadership and your influence hopefully should be an ongoing process. But there should be ideas, there should be pictures in your mind as to what equates to that being successful. Is it if it's leading in your parenting, is success for you your child going to college? Is success for you simply that your children aren't on drugs? Is success for you something else as it relates to being a parent? If your idea is leadership at work, what does success look like for you? Is leadership for success at work meaning you have a team that feels valued and appreciated? Does leadership mean that you have goals, clear goals and expectations of your team, and your team's working really hard to meet those goals? Or is there something else? In church, there can be something else in your capacity as your role in church or in your religious affiliation. It could be different in lots of different capacities. Are you doing volunteer work and looking to lead in there? What is it that you're looking to lead in life? Now, alongside there being that idea of what are my goals for leadership, there's also the idea of what challenges might you come across with leading. Because you can definitely have those goals and you set those goals, but it's so important to have in your mind the idea of challenges that might present themselves as you are leading. And so some of the challenges might be team members not getting along. And as a leader, how do you navigate that? An example could be the lack of motivation of the team that you're influencing. So in what ways are you able to influence that? One thing that can come up as a challenge with leadership is, the planning and organization of your team. Is there something missing as you're planning, as you're organizing, as you are trying to develop the strategies and procedures for your team to be successful? And what does it look like for your influence? There are 5 categories that I have pinpointed in leadership that I really think hone in on how to get the absolute most from your team, and how as a leader to amplify what you're presenting and what you're developing in your team so that you can revive your team. And those are equity, communication, planning and organization, conflict management, and motivation and empowerment. Those 5 areas are essential areas in leadership and how to develop as a leader to really move forward. And so the goal as the leader is to have that success, set those benchmarks along the way. But how do you learn how to do that is looking at those 5 areas to really amplify yourself as a leader, but also to revive and enhance and empower your team so that you see results, relevance, and a greater reach in whatever you're working with. And that, again, can be your personal life, your professional life, and it even is relevant as it works with youth working with one another. So the last question is, you're a leader, okay? You know that there may be some challenges with your influence. You know that it's important to set goals as a leader. But the last thing is, and it's a very important question, who's leading you? Because as a leader, there's always a chance for someone else to be leading you. And as you're planning and as you're being intentional about who you put in place to lead you and to bring you further, how do you put the best people to lead you so that you can be the best leader that you can be? Because as you're leading and as you learn about leadership and the wonderful skills it takes, you're also being influenced. And what is being influenced on you is something that you're spreading to your team as well. So I really want you all to think about that. Great different things to think about as you're getting into really delving into your life, what you're doing, what you're working to become. But if your idea is to become a leader, it's really important to look at those things. What are your goals and your benchmarks of reaching those goals of success? What sort of challenges might you come across? And who's leading you and influencing you as well? And I would love to talk with you all further. If you have any questions about leadership, please let me know. I am going to be having a free class that I'll be offering in leadership coming up soon, and I will put that information inside Facebook as an ad and my Instagram as an ad, but it will be talking about authentic leadership. And so learning and equipping yourself with key skills that will set you apart from other people in being the most authentic leader so that your influence can be more powerful and more sustaining. That's all I have for tonight. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know. I will hang out for a little bit. I will enjoy my tea. Like I said, if you had tea tonight, go ahead and take a picture of you with your tea. If you know the drill, go ahead and do the drill. And that is like this video, share this video, comment on the video to continue the conversation, and check me out on my website, check me out on my fan page, check me out anywhere else you can think of, but stay in touch with me. I am here for you, help answer questions. This has been Talks and Tea with me, Tonya Nicole, and if there aren't any questions, peace.